8 AM on Friday the 13th of June. My gorgeous wife's just dropped me off in Denton and I'm heading this way, and we've got a 30-mile walk to do today, the first summer walk of the year. Let's go. It is so warm already. It's just gone 8 o'clock and I think the temperatures are already up in high teens, so this is going to be quite a warm walk, I think. Yes, I think the temperatures are forecast to get up into the mid to high 20s later on, so I've got a 32-mile walk today, and believe it or not, it's another Denton to Guilsborough walk. So but this is a new route, so I'm really excited for this. So Denton's over there, I'm walking down this footpath towards Chadstone, and then I'm looping up this way towards Cookney. So this is a bit of a weird one because town Northampton, this route starting at Denton, so it's got a countryside sort of vibe, and then I'm heading in towards Northampton town centre. I'm going to get on the Nen Way just after Cookney, and then walk along the River Nen into town, and then out the other side of town and back into sort of the countryside up towards Gayton, and then looping around back home. So it's got a bit of a countryside town back into the countryside. I did a walk similar to this last July, which was called Walking in the Summer Rain. It was a similar vibe. So this is like an extended version of that walk. So it's a bit of a weird one because Northampton's kind of this way, and I'm initially walking away from it, but then I'm looping back round. So as I say, it's going to be a warm one. We're having a bit of a Spanish plume at the minute, so we've got some wet weather fronts and they're drawing up warm air from Portugal and Spain, so it feels quite humid. And a few days ago, today was looking quite spicy for sort of afternoon, evening thunderstorms, and so I was actually quite excited about that. I know safety is the important thing on these hikes, but I do love a hike which features a kind of extreme weather element. However, the last sort of day or so, that thunderstorm risk has backed off. It's still there, particularly late in the evening, but it's reduced quite a lot, so it may not happen now. But there is the chance of some showers in the afternoon. They could be quite beefy, but as I say, that threat is reducing all the time, so it may just be a lovely sunny walk. Could cloud over later, but that might be nice because, as I say, it does feel humid with this warm air coming up from the south. And the temperatures are forecast to get mid-20s to late 20s, so it is going to be a warm one, so I'm going to have to stay hydrated today. But being a new route, I'm really excited for this one. There's some new places to explore, and I think it's going to be a lovely walk, and first one of the summer, so bring it on. Just walking past the lonely tree. One of my other hobbies is photography, and I have a little Facebook photography page, and I always photograph this tree and people love it. So yeah, there it is, the lonely tree near Chadstone. It's an absolute beauty. I'm just stopping under these trees for some water. It's bloody hot already, I tell you. Yeah, I had one of the most peaceful moments of my life in these trees. Bloody hell, look at these straps. They make me look like I've got man boobs. I mean, that is muscle, I promise. But these dig in and, no, I can do that. That's better, look. That is muscle, I promise. Yeah, I had one of the most peaceful moments of my life in this patch of trees. I think it was 2013, January 2013. We'd had heavy snow in the night and I couldn't get to work. So I thought rather than just sit at home all day, I thought I'd come out on a nice winter walk. And I was just walking through these this wooded area, and you can't really see them, but there's some like pine trees over there, I think. And the wind was just blowing through them, and it was still snowing a bit. And I was just watching the snow fall through the pine trees and listening to the sound of it, the wind blowing through them. And I just felt so peaceful. Like, you know, you have a few moments like that in your life, don't you, where just absolute peace and tranquility. And yeah, so that walking through here, I always get a flashback of that peaceful day, that beautiful snow day back in 2013. But yeah, I'm making good progress. So yeah, I've just had some water, and now I'm going to push on towards Cookney. It's quite breezy today, actually. I haven't made the same mistake I made a couple of weeks ago on my previous hiking video, where I forgot to bring the wind muffler. I brought it with me today, so we shouldn't get any annoying wind rumble in today's video. It's quite funny. Remember, if you watched my last video a couple of weeks ago, at the end of it, I was saying, I think as I walk some massive, did some massive walks in May. I think in June I'll do a few smaller ones, and yet here I am out on another 30 plus miles. So, but I've got like on my laptop I use a website called Mapometer, and then another website called footpathmap.co.uk. And using both of those, I just basically map routes around Northampton, and they vary in distance. You know, some are like 11 miles, and then some are like 35 plus miles. So just when I'm bored, I just map these random routes, and then I save them in a file on my laptop. So yeah, last week I was just going through the file, like what walk should I do next, and this particular route just had some appeal. I thought, hey, that sounds pretty cool. It is a 30 plus mile, and I did say I was going to do some smaller ones in June, but it just felt right, so I thought, sod it, let's do it. So didn't know at the time that it was going to be a scorch show of a day, but I'm pretty sure if I stay hydrated, I'm going to be fine. I've got 2 litres of water, and so I'm going to have to ration that a bit. But as I say, I'm walking through town centre, so there's going to be plenty of shops for me to quickly nip into and get some water and other bits if I need them. So it's not an issue. Just remember to stay hydrated. Got my hat on and that, so that'll protect me from the sun. So it should be good. And if it gets unbearably hot and I'm massively fatigued, at the end I can just phone my wife and she'll come and collect me. So there's no dramas. It's all about enjoyment and just being out in the summer sunshine. It's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic countryside. Growing up in this neck of the woods, all these fields were my playground growing up. Me and my friends would just go out for the day, off down the fields on an adventure. Absolutely brilliant. It is so stunning. It's like meadow here, beautiful. This is a little treat for myself. As I said earlier, it's Friday. It's a Friday, so I've booked the day off work. It's my birthday on Tuesday. I'm 21 times 2, and so yeah, I thought I'm gonna have a Friday off and go out on a hike. And what a great early birthday present this is. Love it. Right, we've got Jerusalem steps coming up. Sounds amazing, really isn't. This is it. Jerusalem steps. I'm just at the pocket park in Cupno, just sat on this wooden bench, just having a quick 5-minute breather. I've cleaned the boots out, I've had some water, I'm just having a banana. I've not eaten yet today, so thought I'd get some food down me. And yeah, once I've eaten this, I'll crack on. I'll walk through, I'll be walking through the village Cupno itself, and then I'll be getting onto the Nem Way, which I'll follow for a good few miles. That'll take me right into town centre and then out the other end. So yeah, really enjoying this one so far. And yeah, it is warm, but there is a breeze, so that's just taking the edge off the temperature, which is helping a lot. But yeah, cracking walk so far. Just passed through the village of Cupno. There's the last house there. It's actually quite a long stretch through there. I've driven through Cupno millions of times, but I've never actually walked right the way through it before. And yeah, it took longer than what I thought, but yeah, pretty village. There'll be barley field here. So yeah, I'm just walking down this road and then I'm hooking up to the Nem Way. 9 kilometres into the walk now. I'm walking up this lovely barley field. I think this is my favourite crop. It's just beautiful, silky appearance, love it. So yeah, I've made a slight boo-boo on my, when I was routing this one. I thought there was a footpath down here that goes over towards what's known as the Northampton washlands, a wetland area, but this is on private land, so I've got to come up this footpath into the village of Little Houghton and then hook on. There's another footpath that then goes back down to the washland, so it's not adding too much onto the walk, so, and I don't mind because these fields are gorgeous. So yeah, it's just gone 10:30. It is very close. You can definitely, yeah, you feel that humidity. I'm surprised there aren't any sort of thunderstorm warnings for our location. But I mean, well, to be fair, they're not ruling it out. They're just other parts of the country that are more likely going to get the storms. But yeah, there is a chance. And with this humidity, anything could happen. Now, there is a bit of a breeze, and if this breeze eases off, then I think there is a storm risk, because then the humidity, it will just build and get things moving. But this breeze is just taking the edge off that heat. So yeah, I'm pushing on to Little Houghton. Right, I'm through Little Houghton now, and I'm just going to stop for a bite to eat. We've got a Morrison's egg and cress sarnie. There you go. New one over. Yeah, egg and cress sandwich, and I'm going to have a bar cola. I've kind of gone off the normal Coca-Cola at the minute. I find it quite harsh, so when buying this bar cola, I just prefer it. Much to my wife's annoyance. She's like, oh, why don't you buy the normal Coca-Cola? Well, because I don't want to. So yeah, I have my egg and cress sandwich and then push on to the Northampton wetlands. I'm just watching the swallows up there. I don't know if you can see them on the camera, but just up there absolutely loving life. My favourite bird, I love them to bits. There you go, brilliant. Whenever you think you can't do something, just think to yourself, these little birds, they'll probably sit on the palm of your hand. They travel like, 6,000 miles, they migrate, in April, and then sort of September, October time back. Yeah, central Southern Africa they come from. Absolutely incredible. Here they come. Hello, my friends. Absolutely superb. Had my sarnie and some water. Now I'm about to set off for the Northampton washlands. Just had a quick look at the weather forecast, and the Met Office have just issued an amber weather warning now. It was a yellow, so it's gone up to an amber now, but it's more for the southeast, kind of around Kent. They're expecting some beefy thunderstorms this late afternoon, evening and into the night, coming across from France. So I mean, yeah, looks like we're going to miss out on the fun in the central regions. As I said earlier, there is a chance of a storm later on, but I think it's only about 20%. So, yeah, I'm actually a little sad, I must admit. I mean, as I said earlier, safety is the important thing on these hikes, but I do love it when there's like a storm coming in and you've got that dilemma, like, you've got to find a place to take shelter. I like that kind of element to a hike, but we'll see. It may still happen, But yeah, pushing on for the Northampton wetlands. Let's go. Dogs chasing sheep will be shot. All right, steady on. Right, I'll shortly be coming off the Northampton washlands. Yeah, pretty peaceful, apart from the A45 running alongside it, but no, it's nice. So yeah, I'm going to be coming off and then sort of heading round the side of Brackmills Industrial Estate, and then yeah, back on the Nem Way into town centre. I'm thinking once I get into town I might pop into a shop and get some lunch, probably Morrison's actually, because that's that kind of runs alongside the River Nem, whereas if I go up into town centre I've got to come off the Nem, walk up, you know, probably about half a kilometre into town centre and then back down. So I might just go into Morrison's and grab some lunch. I used to work in there probably about 20 years ago now. I was a donut filler. So that would be nice to go in there and reminisce. I'm fast approaching the town centre part of the walk now. The sound of bird song and wind flowing through the crops has been replaced with traffic and just the general noise you get in town. But I must admit I do like this element to a walk like this. You've got the contrast of the countryside and then you go through the town where it's all busy, and then you head back out into the countryside and it just gets nice and peaceful again. So it does have that cool feature to it. I'm kind of holding my phone at the minute. When I go through town centre I don't want to draw attention to myself with a big selfie stick, because you know, I don't mean to be disrespectful to Northampton, but it's not the nicest place. Like the town centre, that is, the countryside is beautiful, but the town centre is not the nicest place, and you do get some unpleasant characters loitering around there. So I don't want to draw attention to myself with a big selfie stick and just ask for trouble. So I'm kind of just holding my phone here, like, you know, with my hands, during the town centre sections. So yes, it's really warm now. We're approaching, well, it's just gone midday and it is very muggy, but yeah, it's going really well so far. I don't really feel any fatigue at the minute, no blisters, aches and pains and whatnot, so that's all good. So yeah, pushing on to Northampton. I'm just passing St James Retail Park, and 2 weeks ago some youths set fire to the toilets in Dunelm there, and the whole place went up absolutely destroyed, and Pets at Home next door was also badly damaged. Such a shame. Just gone 1:15. I think I'm about 17 kilometres in. I say I think because I didn't realise, but annoyingly, yeah, way back when I was near Brackmills Industrial Estate, my Map My Run, which is the app I use, which records the hike, like the distance and all that kind of malarkey. I accidentally paused it in my pocket, didn't realise. So I think it's saying at the minute I've just done over 16.5 kilometres. No, sorry, 15.5 kilometres, but I think I'm nearer 17. So yeah, that's a bit of annoying, bit of a bugger, but there, can't be helped. So yeah, I'm heading out of town now. Can't talk again today. I'm heading out of town again now. I'm just passing Duston Mill Reservoir. There's the National Lift Tower in the distance there. Yeah, so I'm kind of edging out of town now, so it's the peace is returning. But the town centre section was fine. There was actually some quite pretty areas in there. And it's nice to just explore new places and see little things you've never seen before and whatnot. I popped into Morrison's and grabbed myself a meal deal. So that's, yeah, so got some supplies. And yeah, it is really muggy. I think the temperatures are well into the mid-20s now. So it is warm, but it's going really well. Really enjoying it, and I think now the town centre section's out of the way, it's going to start feeling really pleasant. So yeah, I'm pushing on now, heading towards Gator Marina. Right, it's very warm now, so I'll put my Kevin and Perry style hat on. All I want to do is do it. I'm just sat on this lock on the Grand Union Canal, Northampton Arm this is called. It's a little stretch of water leading up to the Grand Union Canal, that's where I'm heading. I'm heading up this way. I'm going to get on the Grand Union Canal at the Gator Marina, which is actually the same section of the Grand Union Canal that I walked down it's this time 2 weeks ago on my last hike. Go back and watch that video if you want. It's called Gratitude. Nice walk that. Yeah, it's an interesting walking route. I'm enjoying it, really am. Because majority of my walks are all across fields and stuff like that, so to come through the town centre part was something different. So, but now I'm heading back out into the countryside. It is really warm. It's quite sheltered here without that wind, without that breeze. It is hot, so this is going to test me. I've got to ration this water. I'm almost finished. My first, I brought 2 litres out with me, and this one's almost finished now, so got about 1 litre of water left. But I am passing through the village of Bugbrook later, so I can nip in. There's a shop there. That's the next shop that I'm going to come across, so I can nip in there and get a bottle of water if needs be. Tell you what, if you want to get high for free, come and walk along here, because everybody who comes past me, they're smoking a doobie, and it's so potent. I'm getting high here. Woo. Oh man. Hello. Got some funky railings on that bridge. Nice. This is so weird. You've got this like beautiful canal with the old canal boats and the locks. Really peaceful, and then got like a massive industrial estate right here, a busy road. It's like a complete contrast. It's I know which one I'd choose. What a superb piece of artwork. That was crazy, 17 locks along that little stretch there. I got to the first lock and there was an old couple on a boat, canal boat, and they thought I was part of the the canal trust. I don't know what you call, because I said I've got the same colours, so they started chatting to me about all canal issues, and I was like, I don't know what you're going on about. And then they twigged us, I'm starting to height, so I had a bit of a chat with them, and apparently there's been some issues with that section of locks, and it's taken them over 4 hours to get up the 17 locks, and they've just got through the last one, so they're quite happy they're about to set off again. But yeah, 17 locks, geez. I'm just coming off the Grand Union Canal, Northampton arm, and now I'm onto the main section of the Grand Union Canal, heading down towards Gayton. That is the life, isn't it? And the views are absolutely stunning. Just walking across this barley field heading towards Gayton, and the views have just opened up. It's absolutely spectacular. Mad to think, like, just a couple of hours ago I was going through town centre with all the traffic and noise, and here I am again out in the countryside. It's absolutely beautiful. Passed through the village of Gayton, and I'm just heading down this field. So there's a little bench just down a footpath here. I'm going to stop and have a half-hour stop. Yeah, 26k in, about just over halfway, I'd say. It's 3:30. It's 25 degrees. It feels really close now that the wind's completely died off. So it's feeling really sticky. And it's pretty much featureless, just blue sky. It's beautiful, not complaining at all. Bit of haze over here, but towards what I think is the south, I think it's over there, I think that's the south, there are just some clouds starting to bubble up. So I'm just wondering, now the wind's eased, if that heat and humidity is just building up and we could potentially get some cells pop up, a bit of rain, maybe thunder, because that's the direction all the nasty stuff's supposed to be coming in from later on. But as I said earlier, we're not in the area that's forecast to get any storms or any rain. Well, we're in a very low percentage area, so yeah, that could be the start of. I'll keep an eye on that. Could be the start of some bit of bubbling up action, potential rain, thunder, whatnot. That'd be very refreshing. A bit of rain. I'm really hot and sweaty. But yeah, I'm going to stop at this bench in a second, yeah, have some water. I've got another can of Coke, hopefully it should still be chilled, it's been in my cool bag, so that'd be nice. Have a freshen up, change of socks, and then crack on to the second half. Time for a pit stop. I've had my late lunch and now I'm heading down this footpath, and I'm going to get back on the Grand Union Canal up to Bugbrook. Yeah, feeling replenished now. I've had some water, had a freshen up, change of socks, some grub, and just put my feet up for half hour. Felt great. It's quite funny. I was sat at the bench on top of the field back up there, and there's like a hedgerow going up the left hand side of it, so you can't really see the footpath where, to the left. So I'm just sitting there tucking into my wrap that I bought from Morrison's, and then this border collie, I think it was a border collie, I'm not too clued up on my dog breeds. This border collie just came around the corner and just sat himself right next to me. Beautiful little dog. And so I thought, fair enough, somebody must be coming down the footpath, and then there was a chap came around the corner, and he was on a hike as well. He said, I sort of said, where you heading? He said he'd come from Northampton and he was heading towards going to Bugbrook and Little Brinkton. I said, I'm pretty much going that way as well. So I stopped and had a chat with him. He's he's big on his walking. He's sort of knows all of Northampton and that. So yeah, if you find this channel, it's nice to chat to you. But yeah, it's still really hot. But I'm looking forward to what the second half has in store. I'll push on. Oh yeah. There's the field where I stopped and had my lunch. The bench is sort of in the centre of the screen there. I can see my new friend up there. He's still up there chilling out with his dog. You won't be able to see him on the camera, but yeah, he's up there. His dog was so well behaved. I didn't catch the dog's name, but he was showing me like how well trained it is. He's I think it was 3 years old, and he bought it during COVID. No, that can't be right. He said he bought it on the back end of COVID. But yeah, it was so well behaved. Fast approaching Bugbrook now, so once I get into Bugbrook, I'm going to stop in the shop and get a nice cold drink and maybe even a nice ollie. It's only cooling down, it's so warm. My phone battery is a bit very low, it keeps cutting out, so yeah, I'm going to get my head down for a bit and just charge the phone up. So catch up with you shortly. Just passed through Bugbrook, stopped in the shop and bought a nice chill bottle of Rubicon and a litre bottle of water. So that was lovely and chilled, so that felt spot on. That's really replenished me because the heat on today's walk really is, it's taking its toll now. There's a bit of fatigue around, but I can certainly carry on for a while yet. But as I said right at the start of the walk, if it gets too much, I'll just push on as far as I can, and then I can get my wife to come and collect me. I'm not being all egotistical about these walks. I've got to finish it. If I finish it, great. If I don't, it's fine. I'm still it's more about just enjoying it. So whilst I'm still enjoying it, I'll carry on. So yeah, just heading down this footpath towards Haygates, and then I'm heading over towards the village of Harpole and on to the next phase of the walk. It's still got clouds bubbling up towards the south, but they're not really bubbling up with any sort of intensity at the minute, so I don't think there's any rain, any storms to contend with in the near future. Don't know what will happen later on though, but yeah, it's still really warm, but the temperature is sort of, I actually don't know what time it is, it's about 5:30 or something, and the temperature's just coming down just a notch, which so it's making it feel a bit more pleasant. Tell you what, going through Bugbrook, there's a big secondary school there. I think must have been a lot of pupils last day today, because it was absolutely heaving with school kids, all with the shirts on, yeah, all the people, all their fellow classmates have signed and whatnot. Just brought back a lot of memories of when I left school. Oh, to be young and spirited. We've got a lot of disused flower silos around here. That's a lot of scrap metal. Yeah. Just approaching the M1. Very busy. Don't worry, I haven't got to try and cross it. There's a tunnel that goes underneath it. Cool, that'd be something, trying to cross that during rush hour. Absolutely no chance. Getting a bit peckish, so I'm just stopping for a quick bite. I just remembered that this morning I packed, as it's my birthday on Tuesday, a Mr. Kipling birthday tart, something like that. Happy birthday to me. I think it might be time for a new bag soon. I noticed this on the way over to the start point this morning. I've got these two like rails that so it distributes the weight evenly over your back, and this one's come loose. It's stuck in there, but it keeps. I think there's a hole in the bottom of the bag, and it's poking down that way and then coming loose. So time for a new bag. Quick weather update, so it's still sunny here, but when you pan round, the sky's just starting to go dark over there. I mean, I don't know if I'll get rain during the remainder of this walk, but there's definitely some weather coming up from the south. I've just looked on my lightning tracker, and yeah, there's some massive cells bubbling up over northern France, and they are supposed to cross the channel in the next couple of hours and batter the south coast. And then the thunderstorms are going to move northwards, but you know, they're going to be quite hit and miss, so we may get thunder in the night and rain. So yeah, it's just a case of whether it arrives before I get home. I forgot I had to cross this road again. I did this a couple of weeks ago. It's the A4 500. Quite a busy road, but there's a central reservation, so you do it in 2 hits, so it's not too bad. Easy. Pick your nose strawberry field. Through Harpole now, and I'm heading down this country road, but I'll shortly be getting back in the fields, heading over towards the charming village of Houston. And I think once I get to Houston, I think psychologically that's when it changes. You know, it just feels like, yeah, I'm nearly home. That's going to be that sort of tipping point. The legs are very sore now. The heat has really taken it out of me today, but I'm pushing on. It's gonna, yeah, it's gonna be a bit overcast. The sun's sort of still up there, but it's getting swallowed up by another cloud now. So yeah, it does kind of look a bit dark still over there. So the rain, I think the rain is on its way. So we'll see if I'm home before it arrives. But to be honest, a bit of rain would feel lovely, right? That would feel absolutely amazing, actually, right now. That'd be so nice, because as I say, yeah, the fatigue is kicking in. But on a positive note, as you may be aware if you watched my previous couple of videos, I've been getting some terrible chafing in the latter stages of my walks lately. So I've invested in some new hiking knickers. They're from company called Danish Endurance. I bought, I think that's like 3 pairs for 56 quid. Got some on today for the first time and working well so far. I've certainly not red raw down there, so so that's a big result. So it's a shame this used to be a nice little footpath down into Houston. It still is a footpath, but as you can see, there's they're flattening the ground, making way for new builds. There's a new housing estate just over there, which is just coming off the side of like Dustin and St Crispin, and it's just expanded and expanded. I mean, I bet the people of Harpole's back down there, I bet they're dreading it, because you can just see St Crispin, it's just edging just like more and more down the hill towards their village. So it is a shame. I get, you know, we need more homes and whatnot, but it's a shame that the countryside gets eaten up for those new homes. God, that was a bugger. It's all fenced off. There was no signs at the top of the field there saying that the footpath was closed. So I get down here, yeah, and it's all here's the footpath. So I'm like, oh great. So, but luckily I threw my bag over, and there's a bit of barbed wire here, but there was enough slack on it just because I'm so nice and slim. I was able to squeeze by and be on my way. Yeah, so could have done with a bit more signage, but there you go. Oh, these bloody builders. The cloud has finally swallowed up the sun. Just looked on my lightning tracker app, and yeah, there's a huge storm crossing the channel. It's absolutely packed with rain, and it's heading north. So my gut feeling is that I'm not going to see rain during this walk, but I certainly think we're going to get some in the night. So yeah, be warned, rain on the way. Just making my way through Houston. It's a beautiful little village. There's loads of footpaths through this village, so it's really popular amongst the people who love to go on a walk. It's yeah, it's stunning. So yeah, now I'm at Houston. As I said earlier, I feel like home is in sight now. Once I get through Houston, I'm heading down the fields towards a little hamlet called Holdenby. And then once I get to Holdenby, I'm probably about an hour from home, if that. So that's really encouraging. So yeah, I'm making good progress. Nothing to see here. That's what you say over there. Ah, they're right, bless them, they're chilled. Hello. Uh-oh. I don't know my left and rights. 4. Jesus, that tree's got some serious girth. I'm heading up there. If you want some free golf balls, come down here, look. Absolutely everywhere. Jesus. Bloody hell. Looks really dark over there now. It's got that kind of stormy tinge to it. It's coming. Nice massive Ferguson tractor. They're my favourite tractors growing up. But I quite like the New Holland. Saying that John Deere was pretty good as well. Got over here. A nice garden. Right, so this is really encouraging because just in the centre screen you can see Holdenby House. That's where I'm heading, and I think once I get there I'm literally about maybe not even an hour from home. No, I'd say about an hour from home. So that's really encouraging. Got the dark clouds rolling in. It's absolutely really dark behind. So I'm wondering if the poncho will be needed soon. It's cow o'clock. Walking across this field, footpaths going this way, and there's no hiding place here. There's cows just at the end of the field. They're going into the set. There's another field beyond there, this hedge, and they're going into that one as well. And there's nowhere else I can go really, so I've got to go for it and just hope they're chilled out and don't attack me. I'm scared. I don't like cows. I'm confident. I'm fearless. Just coming through, guys. Just coming through. I think they're more scared of me. "42 kilometres into the walk, it's just coming up to 9 o'clock. I am fast approaching Holdenby. So, yeah, I think shortly, once I get through Holdenby, I'll have the first glimpse of the church in Guilsborough. So that will lift the spirits. Not that the spirits are that low, to be honest. I'm fatigued, but I'm not. I thought that was Guilsborough Church. No, it's not. It's a tree. Yeah, I'm not massively. I'm fatigued, but spirits are high. I'm not feeling sorry for myself. I like this kind of challenge on my walks, and to be fair, it has been a great walk. It's had all the kind of contrasts in a way. We've had the sort of town centre part of the countryside, and then the weather. It's been like glorious sunshine earlier on, and now it's quite overcast. There's a threat of rain. That big thunderstorm that's coming across the channel is absolutely huge. I mean, if I was walking down like doing a coastal route down there, I'd be looking for shelter like right about now, because it's crossing the channel and it's absolutely colossal. The lightning strikes are insane in there. So I'm kind of glad that it's not further north, because that would be on the phone to the wife, "Can you come and get me?" Because I wouldn't want to be out in that, because it's something else by the looks of things. But it is heading north. I don't know how I don't know if it's going to hold on to its intensity as it progresses north. Probably not. So, as I say, we may just get rain in the night rather than a thunderstorm, but we'll see. May get woken up by some flashy boom. So I'm progressing onto Holdenby. Hello, Shadowfax. Haven't seen Gandalf, I'm afraid. Oh, you're beautiful horses. Hello. 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 How are you? How are you? You right? Oh, beautiful. Hello. Hello. Are you interested in my camera? Hello. Oh, they're keen. Brilliant. Got the first sight of Guilsborough Church, which is the end point of the walk, right in the centre screen there. You can just see it poking out top of the trees. That is home. I think perhaps within the hour I could be back. Absolutely superb. Temperatures are still it's still about 22 degrees, so although it's quite cloudy now, it's still feeling quite muggy. It's actually really, over there, it's got that kind of stormy colour to it. That's pretty impressive. So yeah, let's see if I can get back before any rain and potential thunderstorm arrives. I'm pushing on for home. I can smell rain in the air. It's going really dark behind. Probably it doesn't look as dark on the camera, but it's got that stormy colour to it. So with that in mind, I've changed my plan. Back up there's a little farm. I was supposed to go around that farm and then get back in the fields towards Ravensthorpe. But with the potential of, because I don't know if this is going to be rain, if it's going to turn into thunder, lightning and whatnot, so to play it safe, I'm just walking down the roads now. So I'm going to head towards the village of Teton, which is about a kilometre or so up here, and then once I get to Teton, I'm on the Teton road back to Guilsborough. The reason I'm doing that is because if it does start thundering and lightning, I can just phone Lindsay and she'll be down there in about 5 minutes to pick me up. So it's just a safety thing at this point. I don't want to be walking across the fields and then the heavens open and we get lightning and stuff, because then I've got to get all the way to Ravensthorpe before I can get picked up. So yeah, as a precaution, I'm sticking to the roads now. Yeah, if you look over there, again, it doesn't look as dark on the camera, but it's quite beefy, and it's got that colour, you know, where just as a thunderstorm's moving in. So, and then also over here, I think that's what's coming in. So I do think rain is not all that far away, so I'm going to have to get the sexy poncho on and just hope that there's no lightning in amongst all of that lot. Just coming into Teton now, and I'm just starting to feel the first spots of rain. So let's see how intense it gets before I get home. I don't think I'm about a mile from home, so I don't think I'm going to put the poncho on. For one, it's still really muggy, so I'll just sweat in it, and it'll feel a bit rank. And two, a bit of rain's actually going to feel really refreshing, so I'm well up for getting soaked really. So I'm pushing on. I'm thinking about doing some running if the rain gets really heavy, just so all my equipment don't get absolutely soaked. I might run just to get home quicker, but we'll see. It's not quite here yet, but it's bloody dark. I've looked on the lightning tracker, and it's just the lightning's all just confined to the south coast at the minute, so I don't think there's going to be any storms, not yet anyway. Perhaps when I get home, in the night we might get some, but I think it's just going to be rain for now, but who knows. Pushing on to Teton. I've got one of my favourite trees, beautiful eucalyptus tree, sorry. Bit of a landmark around here. And also, I'm on the final road. This is the Teton Road. So, very nearly there. And it's just spitting at the minute. So no heavy rain yet. It's quite peculiar. I'm walking up this road, there's no houses nearby, and there's a real strong smell of curry, which is odd. There's a curry house in Cretan, but that's like the other side of the hedge. It's all the way over the other side of the valley, so that's miles away. It's not that I'm smelling, but so it must be a plant in the hedgerow. Very potent smell of curry. Yeah, I think perhaps about a mile to go now. to turn the camera, but the distant horizon, it's got that kind of, looks like it's raining all the way over there. It's got that sort of drizzly appearance. So will I get home before the rain? We shall see. It's getting proper dark now. I'm thinking like 15 minutes time I'll be home, and I think first things first, I need to just sit down for 15 minutes and just get lots of water on board, because I've sweated so much today. I'm really dehydrated with the heat and humidity, so I just need to sit down for 15, get some fluids on board, and then I'm going to go upstairs, have a nice cold shower, and then it may be late, but I've burnt loads of calories today, so I'm going to, believe it or not, I've got enough. At the end of the hike a couple of weeks ago, I had a nice big margarita pizza, and I got the same tonight, so I'll be getting that bad boy on. But yeah, first I need some water. Give me water. Give me sugar. Sugar in water. Bit of a Men in Black impression there. I thought I just heard a rumble then, like over there, but it's really dark. Don't know if it was a plane or not though, but it just had that, yeah, that sort of thundery sound. I'm scared. I'm only about a kilometre from home, so it's fine. So yeah, I'll wrap this walk up. It's been brilliant. It's been a slog, especially with the heat. But as I said earlier on in the video, I love endurance, you know, always have done. I've never been quick over a short distance up here, you know, 100 metres, but cross country, just when I can really get my teeth into something, I've always just excelled at that, and that's continued through to adult life. I really love to get stuck into something, so a big 30+ mile walk, that's perfect. And yeah, it's been great to have the contrast, the element with the sort of going through the town centre. It just seems like so long ago now. But it's been really cool, and that's a plane. Yeah, I've all the gears perform well. My new hiking knickers, I'll admit there's a little bit chafing, but I'm going to let them off because today has been a sweat fest. No blisters, there might be a slight one on my heel actually, but it's not causing me any issues, so that's good. I'm really happy with how my feet have conditioned this year for the hikes, because I just get terrible blisters, whereas I've been on some big walks so far this year and I've not really had any blister issues, which is fantastic. Yeah, fatigue's here, which is to be expected at the end of a 30-odd mile walk in the heat. But yeah, left foot's a little bit sore, but yeah, these are small. They're not big issues, so it's not overshadowed what's been a fantastic walk. So yeah, looking forward to getting home and editing this one. I can't talk again. Looking forward to getting home and editing this one, getting up on YouTube for you. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. So I'm gonna have a quiet couple of weekends, and then towards the back end of June I'm gonna go out on another walk. I've already planned this one. I'm actually really looking forward to it. It's a circular loop. It's like a loop to walk around my home, so I don't have to worry about getting to the start point. No, driving to the start point, I can just go out the doorstep and off I go. It's about 20 miles. And I think it's going to pass through some lovely scenery, so I'm looking forward to that one in a couple of weeks' time. So yeah, I'm going to get home as quick as I can, because I don't know what's going to happen here, if it's going to thunder or rain or whatnot. So I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Thunder. Job done.